How's it going, everybody? I'm here. I was just, my friend asked me if I would text her when I went online, and so I was like, oh man, I forgot to text her. All right, so what I'm going to do is a reading, and I'm going to do air and fire. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Leo, Aries, Sag. And I want to start with Libra because it's your birthday still. Okay, so let's see what we're going to... I guess I'm going to need... Let's see. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I wasn't really quite ready. It takes quite a while for that to go live sometimes. So I think I'm going to do Libra, the Wa air first, and then we'll start with Aries and Sag and Leo. I think it goes... No, it goes Leo, Sag. But we're going to start with Libra. Let's see what you guys got. 229. Okay, so, you know, I forgot to light my candles, you guys. Okay. All right, so, hey, you made it. Yay. Thanks for coming, Laura. Did you get my little reel I sent you? That was funny. Okay, Libra. Let's see. Okay, something about distance. So if you have a partner, you could be, a long ways away from them or emotionally distant. I kind of feel like there's someone in the way here. This is definitely about love here. So if this isn't your message, just leave it. But we're gonna look at it. We're gonna look and see. I wanted to get another message here from this cool oracle. It's called Spirit Messages. They're oracles. And I just love the messages. Let's see. Don't place limits on yourself. You are an infinite being with infinite or unlimited potential. You can have and be anything you want. Don't hold yourself back or allow anyone else to. This is your life. Live your truth and remain heart-centered at all times. Okay, so yeah, so we got a little love message here. Let's see what's going on there. It looks like there's someone trying to like mess something up, like there's some distance between you and your person. Tell me about that. Tell me. So very soon, clearly decide what you want. And I feel like it's important for you to like enjoy your moment. You know what I mean? Like this is a kind of a big message, like to stay in the present moment. Because like how hard is it? It's so hard, isn't it? Like we, have things happen and then when we think about them, we think about what we did wrong and what we could have done different. And what are we doing? We're wasting our moment right now. So I feel like this could be even like a lesson for you, like, something going on so that you understand that you have to live in the moment, right? So important not to stay stuck in the past, important not to stay too far in the future, but actually enjoying the moment right now, like what's in front of you. This lady is smelling some roses, so that's what I'm saying, So I kind of feel like there's a message here that you need to like just stay in the moment. Yeah, I feel like you have some kind of big success coming in here, and it could be about money, it could be about a project you're working on, or it could just be like working through something and having a victory, because this card is definitely victory after a battle, So yeah, there's a new offer coming in. I kind of feel like for some of you, I feel like you're kind of at the tail end of a relationship, maybe I don't know, letting it go, working on yourself. I feel like this is a really good indication that you're working on something that's a passion project here. And it could really change your life. You know what I mean? It could. Because I mean, there's all kinds of, well, this is showing a bunch of like animals, like looking up to that guy, going like, man, you're so cool, right? So I feel like, Six of Wands is about being, noticed. It's about being lifted up. It could be a raise at work. It could be, you know, um, employee of the month. It could. But when it's here with this Ace of Wands, it's telling me something new is happening for you. And I feel like it's because you're doing exactly what this card is saying. You're living in the moment. You're loving your life. You're taking advantage of every opportunity. Every little nudge that you get from your higher self. I feel like listen to it, like if you're a journaler, journal. If you're an artist, journal in your art book. You know what I mean? I saw the coolest girl, so I've been like really focusing on art lately because it changes my vibe. And I've been watching all kinds of artists, and there's one called KT Canvases. She's on YouTube. But I feel like, trying new things. You know what I mean? Like that's what she's all about anyway. She does have one whole section that's about journaling in an art book. You know what I mean? Like where she colors it, she cuts stuff out, makes a collage about how she's feeling about this or that. Like the one I watched, she had just read a book, and she was like, this is inspired from the book I read. Anyways, it was just like, I don't know, but like I see you kind of, I don't know, making an effort of some kind. Hi, Helen. Okay, so here you are, Nine of Pentacles, and here you are, Page of Pentacles. So that tells me, like, as far as your money is concerned, like you're brewing up some kind of, you have something coming in. And I feel like it's directly from your higher self, because I feel like the page it's like beginning stages, you know what I mean? It is. It could also be about tapping in and getting messages, because like look at all of the energy that's like all around this person. You know what I mean? And they're thinking about it. And I feel like this is such a good card about receiving cool ideas, and it's talking about it, right? And I feel like you're making some kind of, Nine of Pentacles situation happen with your higher self. So I feel like there's a lot of like tapping in, tuning in. The Nine of Pentacles is about freedom, you know? It is. It's about freedom with money. Like you have all that you need and you make it yourself. It looks like you're doing something that you love. It also looks like people around you are really digging what you're doing. And I feel like this is directly coming from your higher self. Now, what did this card say? Don't place limits on yourself. You're an infinite being with unlimited potential. You can have and be anything that you want. Don't hold yourself back or allow anyone else to. This is your life. Live your truth and remain heart-centered at all times. So heart-centered, that is where our soul lives. That is who it is. And whenever we, feel so much love in our heart, I can promise you that your higher self is excited to feel it. That's kind of their original feeling, the soul, their pure love. So I kind of feel like there's a lot of like growing for you, but it's because you're following your intuition. You know what I mean? Justice is here. That's you. So, last week when I did readings, this could have even came out for you, Libra, but like it was showing me, like even this, like, look at that. You're having some kind of a huge transformation. You're getting alignment with your soul with the Chariot card. Some of you could be traveling. Some of you could be getting a new car, right? So take whatever resonates for that. This could even be car trouble. Like maybe your car breaks down. I don't know. Um, but that's just a little side message. So keep it if you want, don't if you don't want to. The death card is here, and that's about transformation. So you get the justice card first, and then the chariot card, and then the death card. So let me just explain how this works, because you have 3 major arcanas and 4 minor. Okay, so this is what's truly happening on your soul journey. You're figuring something out. You're finding your own energy, which is balance. It's perfect balance, really. It's finding the silver lining out of every cloud. It's an ability to turn your thoughts around from I'm a victim to I'm a winner. I'm the chariot. I am aligned. I am. So you have 2 cards telling me that you're aligning. It's the 9 of Pentacles and the Chariot. So you're getting an alignment, you're finding justice, and your life is going to be different with the Death card. It is. It's a transformation. It's letting go of an old way, bringing in a new thing, right? So here's how it's happening. How the transformation is happening is this idea, this success, and you actually taking the idea and going forward. I feel like you're understanding something big here about your higher self, about the connection to all that is. You know what I mean? There's a big change in you. And it's all of these things, these minor things that cause the major change. So you have a new idea, you're getting some kind of cool, like, epiphany, right? It is going to take you somewhere very good, successful, and lots of money, right? Minor arcana is telling me this is all going on. Major arcana is telling me what's really happening is a transformation inside of you, like understanding the soul piece, welcoming it in. You know what I mean? Making the change and trusting that soul. Like, because like even in this energy, this page, like you can see he's tapping in, he's grounding against he's got spirit all around him. So what do you suppose is happening there in that picture while he's doing it? He's probably getting really cool idea. He could be reframing some shit that happened when he was little. But he definitely is tuning into his higher self and knowing that higher self is always, it's never let him down. He's figured out all the steps so far. Like, oh, I get why that happened. I get why that happened. So what you're doing is you're kind of putting the pieces of the puzzle together here, Libra. And there's big change coming because of it. Remember this card, don't limit yourself. Don't be scared when you get this cool idea. Go for it. Because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be worth it. It's going to pay off. So let's see. Let's get some advice for you. This is a beautiful reading, Libra. I love this for you. All my beautiful Libra friends. And it's important for me to say too, like, they're talking about this love here, and it's saying like, it's what's important here. It's like somebody isn't in your life, like they're either far away or something like that. And I feel like there's a reason for that. It's because you have to be solo in the energy where you're finding your higher self, where you can hear the truth. You can't be distracted. You know what I mean? You're living in the moment, right? There's truth coming in and there's healing coming while you are doing all this stuff. It heals you. This is your advice. So Ace of Swords, there's some truth coming in about you. And I wonder if it's about you understanding that you really can do anything. You know what I mean? Because it looks like it. Because it's, I've got this oracle here that I've read like 3 times, and it's clarified by the Justice, the Chariot, and the Death, all major arcana. So don't limit your soul. Don't limit you. You are your soul. You guys are the same. So I feel like I do separate them a lot to try and like clarify who is who, because our human is scared. Our soul is not, and it's important that you know the difference between the two. Which one is it that's calling you, that's talking to you, that's causing whatever, like the doubt, the fear, the worry? It's the human. The soul is not scared, and the soul is really trying to show you right now, like, we are almighty. We are the almighty. And it's time for this, whatever it is that's like hurting you. And it could be about this love thing, because that came out first. So I feel like while you're, I don't know, tapping in, because you've got a couple of cards here where you're resting, you're healing up, and you're receiving all the information you need in order to move forward. You know what I mean? Tell me, I'm going to just ask, like, what is the truth? What is the truth for Libra? Hermit. Okay, a lot of truth. There's a lot of truth. So you've got a 7 of Pentacles here, which is you trying to decide where you should put your energy, And I feel like you're talking to higher self, because the Hermit's here. You might be secluded here. Maybe you're going on a vacation. I don't know, but it looks like you're by water. You're in the mountains. You're definitely in the trees while you're doing this connecting in. And you're receiving all of the information, right? Because these two cards are kind of the same. The ace and the page, in a way, it's like the same. You're receiving truthful messages about who you are, and whether or not all the shit that has happened in your life has been worth it, because it's the 7 of Pentacles. This is the cards. It's kind of like, should I keep investing or should I not keep investing in a certain thing, right? So you're kind of looking at like that, maybe about this love situation, maybe, I don't know. But it's like you're trying to figure out where to put your energy. And when you reach into your higher self, I feel like they're going to tell you exactly where. It's you. You got to put it in yourself. The energy that you spend on other people, sometimes if they don't appreciate it, is a waste of your energy. I really feel like that. And I feel like right now what it's telling me is that you really need to focus on your own energy. The Justice card, that is you. Don't forget that the South Node is still in Libra too. So it's not like the Death card is like, that's the card of like releasing something, right? Letting something go so that something new can come in. So I feel like, you're going to have to release something. Let me see what it is. Let's ask. What are they releasing? What's transforming in their life? I think the Fool. Everything. Yeah. Oh, wow. So when I'm asking what's transforming, it's like, it's you, and here you are, like Queen of Pentacles. This is kind of like knowing your value, and this is a Knight of Cups, but he's like playing a game. He's playing a game of chess. So what is going to have to change here for you? The way you play the game, maybe the strategy you're using, right? But I do feel like this Queen is telling me, like, it's very important that you understand your value, The Knight of Cups to me, like, usually, not this card, but usually, it makes me feel like the message is you're starting to lead with love. But this card is completely talking about playing a chess game. So I don't know, like maybe something, game playing has to change. You know what I mean? Because you do understand your value. I feel like your soul is taking you into a brand new direction. And I feel like what it's telling me that you want is 4 of Wands. This is a happy, stable home. This is about your home, 4 of Wands. It's about enjoying your life, enjoying what's right in front of you, realizing what your family really brings to the table. And then the Star card. So the Star card can mean healing, and it can also mean wish fulfillment. So I feel like that's what's coming in. I feel like you're learning a new strategy how to play, how to play I don't know. What are you playing? Tell me, clarify that King of Cups. What is it here for? The Emperor. Oh, okay. So you're moving on up. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, it shows me the Nine of Wands, which is telling me like maybe, like it's very possible that some of you kind of have gone through life feeling like a victim, and it's time for that to change. I know I've talked a million times about the Nine of Pentacles, but I feel like you're guarded about love. Oh my God. See, here's what it's saying. Remember, you can have anything, you can manifest anything, but I feel like you have a guard up around yourself toward love and winning. Like, here's what I feel like. Do you feel like you don't deserve it? Do you feel afraid because every time you've invested, it's hurt you, you know? But it's telling me like you're guarded about something here. And then Ten of Pentacles is here. So I feel like you have to kind of grow, and maybe in your heart area, or in just in the idea of who you are, believing the fact that you're divine. I think that's a hard thing for people to understand. And I don't know how we actually get to the part where we actually own it. You know, that Emperor divine masculine energy. I don't know. But I feel like you are doing it. It's about standing up, taking charge of your life, and not being scared to go forward. And you're doing it right here in the Chariot. So what's changing? What's changing here is you. You're really owning your power and taking charge of your life. I think that, you know, with the Chariot there so plainly saying you and your higher self are on the same page, and they know right where to go. So it's a matter of, do you trust your soul or not? Because I feel like you have Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. So this is about unconditional love, and the Ten of Pentacles is about stability. It's about money for sure. It's about loyalty. It's about family, and it's about being content. And it's also like, it's like about the tree, you know, the tree of life. So it's like you're building a legacy for your family here. And that is what you want, and that's what you're doing. But you got this. And so, how are you going to reframe the Nine Wands? Because you feel like you're a victim in some area. You know what I mean? So the way that you flip that around, first of all, just talk to your higher self. It's right here. You know, I feel like you're doing a lot of like work like that, meditating, tapping in, grounding, right? Because you do need to know the truth that every single one of these Nine Wands that hurt you was part of a plan. And, you know, I mean, here you're like understanding why you went through the Nine Wands, because you learned a lot. You're strong. You know what I mean? You're really strong. And I feel like your higher self is kind of like just showing you what the whole deal is. You know what I mean? Like, well, we're divine. I know you've been feeling like a, you know, a little ant at a picnic, but you're not. You are the same energy as the divine. So I kind of feel like understanding this and like really pulling it in and owning that information in your heart. You know what I mean? Owning it, believing it, and then working with it. What can I create in this Emperor energy, right? Well, the first thing you can create is kind of peace of mind with the Nine of Wands. Like, you know, understanding like all this stuff happened to make you into the Emperor. You know, like we don't just get born and suddenly we're the Emperor. I feel like the only person that I can think of that ever like was born and retained the information of divinity is Jesus. So if you believe in Jesus or not, it's still a great story. You know what I mean? And there's still lessons to be learned, whether you believe in him or not. You know, he knew that his whole life that he was special. He knew he was God's son. Do we know that? Do we know that our spirit is a piece of the divine? Do we really believe it? I kind of feel like that's what's happening here for you. You know, I feel like you're learning the lesson. Like I am the I am. You know what I mean? That's a freaking cool thing. I'm so happy for every Libra, every single one. So I hope that is a smooth ride. And I think this is the instigator, this love situation. And I think that if if you're just like separated by distance, I I feel like it's for a purpose, because you don't have room right now in your energy field to spend your energy on someone. You have to really focus it on yourself, That's what I feel like. Let's look at Aquarius 26. Eye drops. Eye drops alarm. No, I didn't do the eye drops. Let's look and see what this deck has. We did this with for Libra. We'll see if there's any cosmic insight here on this situation for Aquarius is what I'm doing, right? Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Aquarius. You remember that song? This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Well, we're almost there, aren't we? Pluto's heading on in. It's in the final degrees of Capricorn right now, and it's heading right toward Aquarius. So get ready, Aquarius. There's going to be some challenges, it's telling me. Okay, so you got two cards here, and they're both kind of love cards. Date night. Get ready to be wined and dined. So maybe some of you are going to go on a date. Fun. And then somebody's coming back. Expect to hear from them soon. So if there's someone on your mind, they're coming in. I also feel like the challenge card, this is about climbing up a really big mountain. And Aquarius, I feel like all of you are going to be really looking at some mountains over the next 20 fucking years. And I'm sorry to be the reporter on it. But don't forget about Pluto. He takes stuff out that doesn't belong there. It's kind of like the Tower card, It comes in and it demolishes things that don't work for you, things that aren't good for your soul, things that need to go. And it's in, if you're in Aquarius rising, it's in your first house. So it's your personality. It's you. It's your ego. If it's the sun, if it's the sun, then it's your human being. It's your ego. It's maybe your ego is going to have to, I don't know, take a hit or two. I don't know. But let's look and see what these romance angels say about the date night. Tell me what's going on for date night for Aquarius. Aquarius is going on a date. Get ready to be wined and dined. That's too many. It could be somebody that you actually kind of like you enjoy their company. This person is saying it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of love of all, which is love. So this is a safe situation, whoever you're going out to dinner with, and they'll be back. So somebody that you love that left, or something, like you could have been engaged to them or some kind of thing, right? I feel like they're coming back in and they want to talk. And I feel like this is an honest conversation, and maybe there'll be, I don't know, some healing, some changes in the dynamic, maybe. Yeah, he is. Some people don't believe in him. I'm not here to teach religion, but yeah, I do love that example, because he never ever forgot who he was. And we do. We come here and we have a blank slate. It's all the thing that was special about him is he hung on to that knowledge somehow, which is probably divine intervention for sure. But I think he just knew it the whole time. And I think we all have it, what he had, the ability to heal, the ability to, I don't know about raising the dead. I don't know about that. But I feel like we're all capable of healing other people, healing ourselves, changing our life, and making miracles happen. So Okay, here's your card from the spirit messages. No matter how much you're being tested or pushed right now, what is perfect for you, isn't it? Stand your ground and push back. Believe in your own integrity and self worth so much that no one can get in your way. Have the confidence to move forward. You can and will do this. I love this message for you. I do. I have two kids who are Aquarius, and it was kind of scares me in a way. Pluto, totally ascended master. Yeah, that's kind of what I try not to like get into that too much, Lori. But I actually was just talking to the pendulum about ascended master energy. And I don't know if you know this, but my son that is still alive is a 33 life path. And I think that's interesting because um, that is ascended master energy, and that's pretty much what it means. It's not an easy life, you know. And so I did want to talk to you guys about something because I mean, someone asked me like through email or whatever about a birth card, your birth card, because I talk about it every once in a while. And there's two ways to figure out your birth card. And I did hear from, and I don't, you know, like, so it would be kind of the same way as adding up your birthday, right? So I'm going to do it right here. My birthday is May 23rd, 1963. Okay, so you take the 5 plus 19, right? So you have 10, which makes a 1. And this makes 10, which turns this into an 11. So my life path is 11. This is how you do your life path number. But this can also be a way to figure out what your birth card is. And you're only using major arcanas. So you can only go to the number 21. So let's say if you have the life path of 33, figuring out your life path card, your birth card would be 6, which is the lovers, right? So I just want you to know that way. Now there's another way to know. It's a different I think it's Robert Lee Camp. And if you look on my community page, I posted that chart a long time ago. So I don't post that much on that community page, but if you click on the community tab, there'll be a chart there. It's just like a rant, and it says here it is or something on it because I talked about it before. But like you just follow like your birth, you know, your month and then your birth, and then there's your sign. And they are not using major arcanas in that one. My life or my birth card is a 9 of Wands. That's why I know so much about the fucking 9 of Wands. Because I found out that was my birth card. So on the chart that's on my community page, it is actually going to say, it's going to be like regular playing card numbers. So the 9 of Wands is really the 9 of Clubs. So clubs are wands, spades are swords, diamonds are pentacles, and hearts is cups, right? So that's how I have that chart, and it's on my community page. So feel free to take a look at that anytime you want, as far as your birth card goes. That Robert Lee Camp thing, every time I've ever looked anybody's birth card up, it's really accurate. So if you had an 11, you see how I did that? Like you do break down this first one to 1, but once you get over here to the 19 and it's 10, then you know it's a master number, right? So it's 11. Any double number like 11, 22, 33 would be this would be numerology here. But if this is how you're figuring out your your tarot card in the major arcana, the 11 card is justice. So that's just mine, but you can do it if you want, like just with your own birthday and figure it out that way. And if you don't know what card the major arcana is, just you can put it in a question. I'll tell you. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm seeing happening here. Oh, wow. Okay, so you are getting some new information from your higher self here, High Priestess. And it's about your divinity. It's about your home. It's about taking charge of it. It's about doing something different. The Emperor has no fear. You know, this is you and your total divine masculine energy, and it's the I am energy. You know, look what it's connected to. It's your higher self. So I kind of feel what it's saying is like, I kind of feel like you're being shown how much power you have. It could be something to do with your family, you know. Yeah, something's working out famously here in your family. I feel like there's new information coming in with the Ace of Swords. So this would be being honest. This would be new, truthful information coming in that's life changing. You know what I mean? And I kind of feel like it's coming in from your higher self, like your higher self is telling you some truth. Um, and I think what you really want is like everything to be cool on your home front with the Four of Wands, you know? That's really what your wish fulfillment is. Now, let's check out this one. I feel like this pile over here, yeah, you got a brand new beginning here. Actually, I feel like you could have many new beginnings. You could be even like confused on what way to go. You know, with a 7. Yeah. I think there's something here that you don't even see. Okay, so the 10 of Cups is coming out, you know? So I don't know if there's love coming in. Remember where it's saying that they're coming back? And I think, you know, it could be saying like, you know, there's a new beginning, an offer. It could be dealing with a Pisces, a Cancer, High Priestess. I don't know. Taurus. Emperor is definitely Aries, right? But I kind of feel like you have a new beginning coming. Maybe you don't see it. But I kind of feel like some big, cool changes are coming for you. I do. If this is talking about someone from the past coming back in, okay, because like we can't ignore it. We can't because we have it all here. And I kind of wonder if there's someone coming in that you don't see that you've already messed around with or something, right? And I feel like you're a little confused and you don't really know what to do. I think it makes you emotional because you have a lot of love here. But I feel like you have cool, solid, truthful information coming in about your divinity. And the Emperor, well, he isn't scared to try new things. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you have someone coming from the past. You could be confused about it, but you could just like be in this Emperor energy, which is like, I'm going to try something new. I'm not going to go backwards. I'm not going backwards. You know what I mean? Like, I just sometimes, you know how we do that? Like, we get stuck on one person and we think they're our person and we just stay there. And, or we loved them so much that it just like almost like tears us up to even like move on. I sort of feel like some kind of energy like that. But I also feel like you got this Emperor here. At the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords, which is your energy, right? And I feel like you're loaded with the truth over here. And you're not scared to set a boundary because you're here with the Emperor. And the Emperor tries new things. I feel like you want a different new thing. I don't think you want the old thing, but I think they're coming in. Someone from the past is coming in, and I don't know what you're going to do because they're coming in pretty fast. Knight of Swords, right? I think you're going to end it. Yeah, it's a Two of Cups relationship. Wow. So they're coming in, and you are meeting them with a sword and saying, like, you know, like, I appreciate you telling me the truth. I appreciate the hard talk conversation. Let's be done. Like, let's be done. The World card. Like, I'm kind of finished with this situation. Two of Cups. Yeah, they hurt you. And I think you lost a lot of yourself in this relationship. So when they come back and they want to come back in, and I think you're like, no, no. Love you, but no. Two of Cups. this is a soul friend, but you don't have to be with a soul friend. Sometimes they just come in to like put us on a different path. And I kind of wonder if that's sort of what this is, because I feel like, you know, there was a lot of pain in this relationship. You know, maybe you waited for them for a long time. I see that you have all the kinds of love here, and they're coming back in and they're saying, I love you, I want a new beginning. But I think you're done. I think you're just like, no. I I guess, you know, like I feel like this person coming in, knocking on your door, and I think that you answer them as the emperor, and you're like, well, hello, how are you doing? You know, and they want to come in and clear the air, and they're like, I love you, and you're like, I love you too. Like I've always loved you too. And they're like, I want to come back, and you're like, no. Like I'm glad that we're not mad anymore, but no. I want more for myself, you know? I don't want to do this again. Your higher self is like kind of, look at her. She's at the very top, kind of leading you through this situation. So here's what I feel like. I feel like some of you might actually go back to this person, take this person back. But I feel like the majority of you are kind of like stepping into this emperor power and like realizing that you deserve someone who would never hurt you. You know, I mean, soul friend or not, like you're just like, I learned the lesson. Like, I don't need to learn anything else. Like, I learned it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for loving me as good as you could. Thanks for giving me whatever they gave you. What did they give you? Tell me what they gave you. What did this person give Aquarius? I want to know. Because I feel like they gave you something really big. Fours. Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. A lot of pain. But here's what it is that they gave you from all that pain. Like, right? It's the Temperance card. So they eventually, like, what happened is you learned the balance inside of yourself. You tapped in, you understand your divinity, and now you're realizing, like, I don't want no night. You're gonna maybe like say no. I feel like this person ignored you. I feel like they made you feel like you weren't enough. And I feel like you held on and held on, and now and then you kind of went through this period where you know, have all these, like, these walls up around yourself, you know. But the Temperance card is here because what I'm asking is, what did this person give you? Because it's a Two of Cups and they gave you something. They did. First of all, I think you experienced, maybe if this person didn't like 100% love you back like you thought, because it doesn't look like they did, but you felt it. And I sometimes when I look at the Ten of Cups, like, yeah, I think it's important that we receive the Ten of Cups, but I also feel like it's important that we understand unconditional love. You know what I mean? For another person. We felt it, and it is deep. It can just break our heart. And that's what I feel like has happened to you, Aquarius. Total heartbreak. And here's what ends up happening is this balance and this knowledge and this power to close out a cycle, this relationship with your higher self, you know, where your higher self is coming out going like, babe, you're the emperor, you know, like, I don't know. I love this reading from you. So there is something that you're definitely taking charge of here. And remember, you had 444. You might want to look that up. But what I know about 444 is it's got something to do with your home, your foundation, your family. So I think something's changing there in a good way. Okay, Gemini. Gemini is next. Let's look and see. Okay. Okay, cycles. Oops, I'm not on Aries, I'm on Gemini. Where's that at? Oh, God. Okay. I don't know how I got those so screwed up. Okay. So Gemini, as we all know from all the readings that we've been doing for the last month, there's a karmic cycle that is ending and a new one beginning. This is the world card, basically. You know, you're closing out something. It's fated. It's it could be a contract, you know, and I'm feeling like karmic contracts ending during the eclipses. And we kind of are we just had a couple of eclipses, you know, right together, and intimacy. So I feel like, honestly, it's a cycle with a lover. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, bottom of the deck. So if you're involved with somebody like that, or it could just be saying like, there's a cycle ending with somebody, like, think about a fire sign. Like, I'm thinking King of Wands, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, right? So the king is very assured of himself. He's magical, he's powerful, and he stands in that energy. Very, very emperor-like, you know, as far as like his power is concerned, right? He's very sure of himself. Same kind of thing with the queen. You know, she is confident. Like, that's mainly the big thing about her, is she knows who she is. She's confident, and she doesn't apologize to anybody, right? And then the Knight of Wands, you know, like, this is somebody who does not invest. You know what I mean? Like, they're the one night standers, you know, and we've all met them. I mean, maybe some haven't. I've definitely met my share of fucking Knight of Wands. Okay, what else we're gonna get? A spirit message for you. Let's look at it. Gemini's spiritual message. What does that look like for them right now? What do they need to know today? Okay. If it is meant to be, it will be. You won't have to force, convince, or worry over it. Let it flow, let it be, and let it come to you. You are attracting everything you need. Trust the timing in your life. Wow. So, you got divine timing here in some kind of relationship. You know, I feel like it's you letting go. And I also feel like this is like maybe even the fire sign reason that it's here. It's about sexual chemistry. This is this reminds me of, like, I got a message one time about a cycle like that. Like, what do you base your relationship on? Like, what do you base it on? And I'll tell you, like, you know, like, do you just base it on, like, do they satisfy me sexually? I just feel it. I am just feeling that. And so if that's what you've been, like, that's been your, like, main thing, like, well, they gotta be a good lay. I get it. I do. But, like, I feel like it's that being, like, the most important thing that's changing. Like, you know, like, this is not really what life is all about. It's a bonus. The sex part, you know, I think it's one of the cool parts about being human, sort of like, you know, tasting an orange, or, you know, smelling flowers, right? All the senses. I feel like sex is kind of in that arena with the senses. And I feel like sometimes, you know, if you have been like that, doing that, like, you know, you're basing your relationships on sexual chemistry, I feel like that's a cycle that's ending for you, you know, and I think you're revamping it. So let's keep going and see what Spirit has to say. Clarify, tell me messages for this reading for Gemini, Okay, so you got the Knight of Cups. Remember, it's that one where he's playing a game. So maybe you have a habit of that, or you're in a cycle with somebody. Could be a water sign, right? But it's almost like they play. Now, what came out also is like the end, you know, the World card, 21. That is the end of the major arcana. What comes next? The Fool. That's your soul leading you in a whole new direction, you know? So there's some kind of cycle. I don't know if it's been like a cycle of playing games or, you know, just basing your relationships, like I'll stay in a relationship if the sex is good, right? But what about the rest of it? You know what I mean? Like, are they honest? Are they kind? Are they nice? Do you like them? You know, do you have anything in common besides sexual chemistry? Because Gemini, it's telling me like you're ending it, like you're sick of the cycle. So when you, let's say you do base all of your things on sex, what kind of people do you keep getting over and over? Like, you need to answer that for yourself. Like, you know, what is this? Like, this is my priority. And I don't know if I'm talking to you know, if this is really you and that's your priority, but I'm feeling it, you know. I'm feeling it, and I think you think about it a lot, and you're like, that's so important to me. Emperor taking charge of your life, and here's the High Priestess one more time, right? There's a lot of major arcanas going on. You're having victory in this cycle change. Your higher self is the one driving you. I feel like you're trusting it. You're understanding that there's definitely a plan, and I think you're on board with it. You're like, okay, I'm going to close out this cycle. My higher self is telling me that this is a game that I'm playing with myself, and it's not part of my plan anymore. Like, there's a different way to do things. Emperor card, right? Taking charge of your life, making good decisions, going in new directions, breaking patterns. 11, Justice card. Justice coming in. Well, you got a lot of things happening in your majors, right? Because you have to have this emperor energy in order to close out the cycle. I mean, you do. And then you know, your higher self guiding, and then here's the justice card, like what's fair, what's not fair, right? Understanding maybe the plan that led you here, because it's like you're going from a player here to the from the Knight of Cups, and that's ending, and then you're coming out like this emperor, like, okay, I know who I am now. I'm going toward victory. 6 of Wands. My higher self is guiding me. I understand why I was in this cycle, what it gave me, and what needs to happen next. I really kind of feel like you're having a really big kind of awakening, right? And a transformation. 10 of Swords could be dealing with a Scorpio, Libra, an Aries, a Scorpio, an Aries, and then the High Priestess. And I don't know who that is, but the second thing is Taurus. So I'm going to say maybe Taurus for the High Priestess. I don't know. If you guys know who that High Priestess is representing, let me know. I never can remember some of them. Like, I know mine and whatever ones I've had to work with a lot, you know, but okay. So tell me 3 of Pentacles. So someone's coming in here. This is after your metamorphosis, right? This is after you go through the transformation. And it's a Knight of Wands coming in, offering you something, right? So here you've got 2 10s. You know what that is? The end. It's the end. This one is the end of, it's like the death card, right? So it's about a transformation. But swords are about thoughts. This is about overthinking. This is about being stabbed. This is about feeling like, you know, like I can't take anymore. This has got to end. And 10s are about that, the end. And what happens next is 0, like, or 1, right? So you've got 10. So you're at the end of this. This is what your higher self is telling you, I think. Like you're at the end of this cycle. It's time for it to end. You're at the very end, and here you are ending it, right? I feel like there could be some kind of sadness. I also see a King of Wands here that you're overthinking about. So I feel like there's someone specific on your mind, someone you've been praying about, like, please just send me a message. I want to know. If you get a message, this is going to be like a message saying, like, I just want to be single, man. That's my wish fulfillment. You know, this person, I don't know. I think you've been crying about this. I don't think you want to do the ending. I think you're sad. I think you don't want to let it go. And I don't know why. Why doesn't Gemini want to let it go? It's sad. Super sad. I feel like there's going to be some time for recovering here. But what's happening is, like, once you sort of like finish this cycle, look what's coming in. Empress. Remember what was here? Emperor. Now, is this person going to be a good lay? I don't know. But I would imagine if you're both in divine energy, how could it be bad? Right? But I kind of feel like, yeah, you're like ending this cycle. Maybe you know, like the way you dealt with love has been very careful. You know, you've been manipulating or something because the Knight is here, or you're picking people like that. You know, I feel like there's something, you know, you're making your wishes come true here. You're going to get the Four of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and a whole lot of love. I feel like you have a lot of confidence in yourself after a period of feeling like you're not enough. See, the problem with this whole thing is telling me is like, I don't think you quite understood or accepted your divinity, is what I feel like. And you've got both coming out here, so I don't know. Wish fulfillment, Four of Wands, and the King of Cups for the Emperor and the Empress. But you got to close out this old cycle. So it looks to me like you're sad about it. Like you don't want to do it. You're struggling on the inside. I feel like that it could be helpful for you to like go connect in with nature. I want you to show, just want to show you this healing card. You know, look where this dude's at. You know, I mean, this looks like our home, doesn't it, Lori? It looks like Bonners. It looks like where I grew up. My friend Lori is here, and we both grew up in North Idaho. And these cards are so beautiful. And one of the reasons is because, I mean, I can feel it. It feels like home, some of these cards, you know? So I feel like there's a lot of healing and resting and thinking and processing and releasing, surrendering. And then you have this divine energy coming in, and that's what's delivering the rest of it. You know what I mean? And, you know, sometimes like this could be a love coming in. This could be you finding that balance, having both of the energies, you know, like the Emperor and the Empress energy, right? Being able to balance all of that. Well, you would most certainly have a wide open heart, a super happy family, and understand that you have everything that you want. You will see it in this energy, you know? But there's a lot of sadness and things, something needing to be let go of. And remember me telling you about the plan. And this card is a really great one to like be proving that to you. But this is a Knight of Pentacles, which gets the rap for slow moving, you know? Like it goes slow, it takes a long time. Yeah, this map takes your whole life. This is a map of your whole journey, and you're getting a glimpse of it. You're realizing, you know, like, man. So tell me, Spirit, tell me, I want to know what these guys learned in all of that pain. Because you have Five of Swords, Five of Cups, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. And they're telling me this has all been part of your plan. I see the Judgment card at the bottom. That's talking about your soul coming out and showing you the truth about who you are. And she's over here. She's the one causing you to understand that the cycle of insanity needs to end. You know, like wherever you're at in your head, it looks uncomfortable, but like something beautiful coming in right behind it. So, Judgment card. Let me just tell you about the Judgment card is actually, it is where you decide to allow your higher self to, you trust it, you know? I want to show you a couple cards in another deck that like show a really cool picture of it, because sometimes I feel like this card doesn't really show it at all. But I got another one. Hang on. It is the 20 card. So here's your, I want to show you that one too. I just want to show you because sometimes it's the artwork that tells the whole damn story, you know? Hang on. I'm trying to find that very coolest Judgment card of all. And it's right, it's all the way at the bottom. They made me go through a whole deck. Okay, here it is. This is it. This is the Judgment card. And this is what's coming out here. And it's telling me like you're making the judgment. You're deciding, you know, and really the reason that we finally decide this is because of an event like this. So let's say you're talking to your higher self, you're out in this boat and you're tapping in and you're just like talking to higher self. You're tapping into the water. You're asking for truth here. You're asking for healing, truth that will heal you, Four of Swords, right? And out comes this big, beautiful ball of fire. And that's your soul. And maybe you're saying to yourself in this card, maybe you're saying like, okay, show me. I want to see it. Show me who you are, soul. I want to see a picture of it. I want to see it in my third eye. Do the deep breathing, lay in the boat, connect with that, all of that. And that's what happens. And I mean, I'm not saying it's going to come out like a ball of fire. I'm promised you, you'll see something. You know, you close your eyes, you take the deep breath, you allow your higher self to come in. And when you really ask for that guidance, it comes out, boy, howdy. And it's got to be here in order for you to close this cycle. I mean, it just can't be any other way. You have got to decide to allow it to happen, you know, because in this cycle over here, you get the choice, man. We all have free will. So Spirit is saying like, yeah, we got something pretty cool for you, your higher self. This is a 0 card. And I pulled it out of that deck too because it's pretty cool. This is you trusting it. You know what I mean? It comes out, shows you who it is, and it says, are you ready to let go? And you're like, I am. I trust you, right? Now let me show you this other Four of Swords. Because we were talking about it like, right, he's in a boat here. Look, it's kind of another place where your higher self comes out and says, I'm here. I'm here. Breathe. Bring me forward. It all happens with our breath, you guys. You know what I mean? Like it's the air that it's all of the elements, but that breathing part really does call in that higher self. So I feel like, you know, it's like it's a game changer here for you, a life path changer. Like what I mean by that is like you're going down a whole new journey. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like there's something really big here that was in your plan that was very painful. I can see it very clear here. I think you're still sort of grieving it, you know, and I don't know if it's about love or it's about just thoughts that you have because I see that here. But like, I really do feel like if you try and tap into your higher self, what they're going to do is come out and show you kind of like who you are, what you're capable of, and they're going to lead you to what you want. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, you know? But it's all about the decision. Are you going to decide to do it? Are you going to decide, or like you have an option here. Are you going to just stay in that cycle? Because you could. It's free will. But I do see like, there's actually an out right now too. You know what I mean? Like a new timeline shift if you want it, right? Let's get some advice for Gemini. Hanged Man. Yeah. So I feel like there's some things you have to cut out of your life, and the Hanged Man is here. The Hierophant is here at the bottom. And I also feel like some big transformation coming on. I feel like there's a new opportunity. The Magician is here. So like you're capable of so many things, right? And your life path is very beautiful and long, and it's very much a soul-led journey. It's a matter of like, are we tapping into that soul or not? So the Hanged Man's the first card, and it's telling me that your higher self is giving you a different perspective on something. Like you're looking at an angle, possibly the higher self's angle, right? Because remember, you're getting sort of some kind of intel here about your path, about your journey, about the plan. And I think part of your plan has got to be to cut out some stuff, right? And it's all this negative stuff. It's grieving. It is up all night, nightmare card, 5 of Swords, staying in it, worried about it. You know what I mean? 4 of Swords, healing. So you just definitely get the option of really if you want to go down this journey or if you want to stay where you're at. Up to you. But I feel like a lot of cool things coming in for you if you would tap in. There's more. I feel like there's love coming in too. Like, I don't know, but Ace of Cups, the Magician, it's like you're manifesting somebody. A King of Cups, maybe you're manifesting someone that can match your divine energy. You know what I mean? But you're definitely manifesting something in. I don't know. The Death card is here. You're going through a complete change. Like I feel like sometimes like when I see this and I say it out loud, it sounds so like, I don't know, out there, but have you ever gone through something that has completely changed who you are? It doesn't happen overnight, really. I guess it could if it was like a trauma, but I just feel like Gemini here that has gone through a lot, and I feel like, you know, I feel like maybe you're in a place where you don't know what to do. You know kind of what you want. You do want your heart to be full of love. I feel like you love working with spirit. I feel like you want to be sort of like you want to have a foundation for your family that's set on love. And I feel like that's really important to you, Gemini. And I feel like when you're in this energy here of like crying and grieving and, healing, I mean, you're not really able to do that. So, Death card comes in, says out with the old, in with the new. And that's what's coming, I do feel like there's some stuff you have to cut out, and it's this. And it's this cycle. Whatever it is. Like, it's some kind of cycle you're in with love. You know what I mean? And, sometimes those cycles, they can go all the way back to our childhood. And we don't really think about it too much. But you know how, like the tarot cards are constantly like, it doesn't matter if you have love cards at all, they're going to have runner chaser energy. They're going to have reject energy in all the cards. They're going to be, it's all the messages are going to be there because they're a reality. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know what else I was going to say there. Lost my thought. It reminds me of when you and Scott were here and Sam was laying in the raft. Yeah. I know. Lori, I was trying to come over because Kevin, the grandpa, the boy's grandpa, is coming for Halloween, and he's going to stay a couple nights. And it just so happens Chantilly's going to Spokane, that same kind of like time zone. So I was going to hop in, but I just can't, because she's not, it's got to do with her dad and his doctor's appointments and all that. So it's not really going to work out as far as like the babysitter thing. All right. I don't know why I did that, because I didn't even talk about anyone. Let's see who is next. It's 111. So let's go to Leo. Yeah, that was a good visit, wasn't it? When we went to... I actually kind of want to do that again, but I just feel like, if I drove up there on Halloween, which is the day I would be able to do it, then I would have to still be back, like, that's a Thursday, so I drive all day, I get there Thursday night, I could stay Friday, but I'd have to come home Saturday, and I just feel like, I can't. I just can't drive all that way for one day. Someone else. Who are we talking to? We're talking to Leo. Someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage something. So it looks like you got a saboteur in your life. It could be a fire sign, like you. Aries, Leo, Sag. We are on Leo, not Aries. God. I got Leo, Aries, and then Sag. Okay. I promise I put them in the right order according to my little pile. Okay, so I'm going to get one more because I don't... One more card here for Leo. What's going on? Spy. I see love spell. I don't know what's going on here, some of these cards. Okay, so a lot came in. Like some of you could be moving or moving in with your partner. There's someone here talking about like somebody that's watching over you, Leo. There's a guardian, you have a guardian angel, and it's somebody that's already passed over. So if everybody's lost somebody, but they're watching you is what it's saying. I feel like there could be a breakup going on or a divorce for some of you. And I feel like, I don't know if you met someone new, but you feel like, I don't know, love spell is here. So whatever that means to you, like, it means like you feel like you're under a spell or something. I think I am still going to go on a little journey, though, over those days, Like, I think I might go up on Lolo Pass. Yeah, and, I love them hot springs up there, and I think I might do that. And just sleep in my van. Oh, my God, what's going on here? All right, so you got somebody here trying to sabotage something. It's coming out with a Two of Cups, so this person, or, you're somehow soul connected to them with a Two of Cups. So this could be like a sibling, a parent, anything. But I just feel like I don't like the energy. You could be dealing with another fire sign here. Somebody that likes you is spying on you. They got their eye on you. They like you. They're trying to figure out who you are and if they can have you. I feel like this could be good, except for the fact that they're spying. But I don't know what you're doing here, but it looks like you're healing up and somebody's kind of like waiting for you to be healed. So I don't know if you just broke up or something like that, right? But this love spell thing, it could be this person, like feels like, like, man, I really love Leo, but Leo is kind of like busy right now. They're healing up from something, because something shady going on here, like you're up all night with a nine Swords. And then the Nine of Wands is like you're guarded. You don't want to let anyone in because you had some sort of relationship here. A Two of Cups relationship, and someone fucked it up. Someone didn't, like, I don't know. This Five of Swords is the shady one, you know? And I think it made you sad, and I think it makes you guarded. However, with two nines there, it tells me that you're realizing something new. And hi, Joni, how's it going? I feel like you're realizing something. The very first reading was Libra. You're welcome. I've been thinking about you so much. I feel like I need to send you a birthday reading or something, Joni. See if we can get some details going on. So, Leo, I feel like somebody's got their eye on you and they mean business. You could be dealing with a Gemini for sure because the Lovers is here. I feel like you could also be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, right? So maybe you're getting a message from that person. This is somebody who has money. The King of Pentacles, right? And they're not kidding. King of Cups is here. So I wonder if you have a couple of people that have their eye on you right now. And I don't think you're seeing it. I don't think you see it. I think you're worrying or crying or you're really in your head here about something that somebody did. And that Five of Swords is just a fucked up card. It's somebody that doesn't have value for you. So you went through that. You want to know what it looks like to me? And I'm just going to put it out there because I don't know if this is your story or not, but it says someone is in the middle. Someone's trying to sabotage a Two of Cups relationship. So you have a relationship with someone that's beautiful already. And this is just one scenario, right? But there's someone here that's trying to fuck it up. You know, this is someone you like, someone that you trust, but they're putting some kind of ideas in your head. They're sabotaging it. And I don't know if you realize it, you know, but I feel like they're giving you some kind of information that could be, I don't know, not true. I see the crone at the bottom of the deck, which is your energy. It's the Strength card. You're so disgusted. Like that. I'm gonna guess it's either the family or work or both. It's that boss's sister, isn't it? Boss's daughter. She's like this. She's a fucking Five of Swords. She's that rich person with the fucking peacock in her hat. She thinks she's nothing's wrong with her. Okay, so I kind of feel like, you know, whatever information you're getting from somebody, there's someone trying to wreck a really great relationship here for you. And I think you need to be aware of it because it's telling me that because of the information and because of this person interfering, like it could cause you to miss the opportunity to have a really happy life with the Four of Wands, you know? So the only information I have about this person that's meddling is the fire sign. So I don't know if it's an Aries, a Leo, a Sag, or somebody that's got the personality. But I also feel like there could be some of you that are like same-sex oriented here. I don't know. But two kings, you know, like right under the Lovers card. It could also mean that you have more than one choice, more than one message, more than one inquiry, you know, like more than one person going like, yeah, I feel like that is it because you have the page, or you have the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, and there's the Page of Cups. So you're getting messages from both of these people. So I feel like you have two options, and then look who's underneath there, another king. So I'm feeling some Emperor energy coming in for Leo. Clarify this weird love spell card. You look at it. You've been bewitched. I have felt like that before. Have you? Like you feel like somebody's got a hold on you and you don't know why. The Devil card. That's appropriate. And the 10 of Pentacles. Love spell. You've been bewitched. This is someone who maybe, like this person, maybe does practice magic. But maybe it's saying like you feel like some type of way about this one person. Could be dealing with a Capricorn for sure. More messages of truth, learning something new. You have to cut somebody out here. Okay. Leo, I feel like you have a lot more power inside of yourself than you're giving yourself credit for. You know what I mean? I mean, you've got 2 kings and 2 queens here telling me like you're definitely moving on up, like spiritually speaking, you know what I mean? Because those kings, when the energy comes in for us, you know, like the King of Pentacles, that's learning how to manifest money. It is. And the King of Cups is here with the Page of Cups. That's learning to, you know, manifest love, do things you love, understand your heart, like it's opening up, right? So I kind of feel like a lot going on here, but like when I talk about this love spell, which I don't really even like, but it's talking about like the devil and then the 8 of Wands. So that's about spirit activity, maybe you not being aware of it, because this one is really a lot about being like in the dark, you know what I mean? Like this guy is completely oblivious to everything that's going on around him. And so it could be telling me that might be why the love spell card is here, is because you know, you're so focused on what you think it could be that you're not realizing that it's actually something you need to put a boundary up. So you've got 2 queens here. You've got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands, right? And so, isn't that funny? You have every element here. You've got a masculine energy with the kings, you know, with the pentacles and the cups, but feminine energy for swords and wands. So confidence in yourself to like cut out things that don't serve you anymore. I feel like you're learning the truth about something here, because I don't think you've seen the real truth, right? But I also see you, you know, being patient. I feel like you are learning how to transmute energy, what needs to go, what can stay, how to manifest the life of your dreams. You know what I mean? How to get the energy that you want inside of yourself. Total transformation. The Death card is here. Look what you're transforming into. The Empress, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if Emperor energy is lurking around. But I feel like you have some truth coming in from your higher self here. High Priestess and the truth, right? The truth about who you are. The truth about what you can create. You know what I mean? Like how magical you are, how powerful you really are. I feel like your higher self is trying to like show that to you here. So I do feel like major changes coming for Leo. Let's get some advice. Let's get a different deck for advice. Let's use this one. Advice for Leo. Uh-oh. Nine of Cups, 6 of Wands, and the Libra card is here, Justice. But this one's called Detach. So yeah, I feel like what you're detaching yourself is whatever it is that you're blinded to over here. You know, like I think little by little, you're getting the messages from your higher self, these truthful messages. And then, like little by little, you kind of got to cut things away. Like, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. Here's what I feel like. I feel like a lot of cool things happening. This is your wish fulfillment, you know? So Spirit is saying, like, your wishes are coming in, you know? Believe in it and it will happen, you know? Like, it's like you see it, you believe it, and then you succeed, right? And then this is saying that there's something you have to let go. You have to detach. This is a judgment card. What are you detaching from? Clarify. What are they detaching from? Pain. Heartbreak. You're healing from heartbreak. Ten of Pentacles. There's another healing at the bottom. So I feel like, you know, whatever hurt you recently, I just feel like, you know, it's time for you to heal from that. So tap in. And I think you have to let something go here, right? Because it's causing you to be like in the nightmare, guarded, not letting anyone in, and like maybe even holding a grudge, you know, which I could see that, right? But I feel like you've got everything you want coming in, but you're gonna have to let go of whatever it is that's got your heart completely shattered. You have to let it go with this card. You know, this is the Judgment card, but I mean the Justice card. This one is saying like, you can't hang on to this anymore. Whatever it is, it could be anything. Well, it's heartbreak is what it is. In order for anything to come in, like you need to let go of the heartbreak. There's no room for it. You know what I mean? That's what the energy exchange is about. We only get so much energy that we can handle, you know? So if we want something new in our life, like Ten of Pentacles, we're going to have to let go. You know, you're going to have to let go of this heartbreak in order to make room. Because think about how much time a person spends when they're heartbroken, how much energy you spend like thinking about it, trying to heal from it. What do you do when you're sad, you know, when you're depressed? Think about that, you know, and maybe change something up. That's what I think is your message there. Let's see who's next. Aries. Let me see what time it is. 1:28:48. Okay, Aries. Let's see what's going on. Angels, spirits, and guides, thanks so much for all cool messages today. Let's do Aries. Okay, so could be dealing with an air sign or an earth sign or both, and sexual chemistry reminiscing. So you're thinking about a couple of people. Maybe you're thinking about manifesting them. It says you can, Aries. I mean, of course, you're Emperor, right? Emperor energy. So tell the universe exactly what you want is what the manifest card says. You'll get it. I feel like you're thinking about someone. Interesting what you think about, you bring about, right? With these two cards. So I don't know who you're thinking about, but it looks like you got a couple of different things on your mind. Air sign, earth sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I think maybe what you're thinking about is the chemistry that you had with these people. And you're just, it's on your mind. I don't know why. Just thinking about it. All right, let's see what else. Oh, wait, let's get one of these for you guys. Do I have paint on my elbow? Oh, God. I have paint in my hair even too. I don't know what's going on with me, but I can't sleep at night. Like I thought maybe it was the full moon, but it happened again last night. And usually I get up and paint and just paint and paint and paint and paint. And then, you know, I get paint in my hair and stuff. Let's see what this message is for you, Aries. Let go of the old and make way for the new. You may find yourself being distracted by random thoughts, fears, or doubts. Don't allow yourself to be governed by them. Simply observe and choose to take aligned actions and choices. Just in case you want to screenshot that message, it's pretty good. All right, so out with the old, in with the new. That's a good message, right? I feel like you're thinking about old, or maybe you've got a couple of options, but this is talking about reminiscing, so I feel like you're thinking about it. And I think you're deciding what you want, or maybe who you want. Spirit's advice, Aries, is to let go of the old. Like, so if you're thinking about someone from the past, there's your Aquarius, the star. So it's Aquarius. There's some kind of truth coming in about the Aquarius. I think they did you dirty. Yeah, I do, Aries. I feel like you're all kind of up in your head about it, right? 9 of, look at all the swords coming out. Like you got the 8, the 7, the 8, the ace, the page, the 9. Before you get love, you've got all this mind fuckery going on here. You're sad, I think. But I feel like you're learning something new about this person. And it could be an Aquarius, right? It could be you healing too, because the star card means both. Like it means healing and it means wish fulfillment. So I feel like you're getting a lot of clarity with all those swords, realizing some stuff. Maybe some of you are journaling about what happened and you're kind of really researching like your own self, like what really did happen. And I feel like this earth sign person, Knight of Wands, this could be someone really fun, exciting. Like, you know, it could be maybe you have to hold yourself back from it because there's a new opportunity coming in. But this person, like when they're coming out with, as a wand, as explaining who they are, it's, I mean, the Knight of Wands specifically, I kind of feel like, you know, it's just somebody that doesn't commit. And I feel like maybe you're going to have to hold yourself back, or you got to have courage to move forward, one or the other. You know what I mean? I feel like you have a couple of choices here in love, and you're trying to figure out like who's the best one for me. 2 of Wands is at the bottom. So definitely the answer is to like do what's best for you. And the person that knows that is just you. You know, it could be your higher self, right? But I feel like you know the answer. I still feel like there's something here about walking away, you know, like it's just like something that you think looks one way and it isn't, you know, like you want it to be 10 of Cups, but it isn't. Aries, I don't know who it is or what. Let's ask about that intimacy card. And it's about reminiscing too. So like 6 of Cups kind of thing. Yeah, lovers and the Hierophant. So this could be talking about taking your relationship to a higher level. You know, maybe you're married to somebody, maybe something like that, right? I feel like you're trying to make a decision here too, because you have an offer, Aries. It looks like you have 2. So you've got the lovers here saying you got to make a choice. The Hierophant card here, it's about higher learning. It's about, Hierophant. So it's about higher learning. It's about like higher education. It's about higher level of relationship. You know, like you go from, I don't know, dating to going steady. I don't know. I don't really know. But I just feel like you have a choice to make here, and I don't know if I think you're at this place where you kind of have to surrender it, Aries, because the Queen of Cups is here. Because I feel like you don't really know what to do. But I feel like meditation could be really good here too, because when they're showing me the Hierophant, they're showing me somebody doing yoga, tapping in to their higher self. Maybe some of you read tarot, or maybe you watch tarot, or maybe you get a private reading. I don't really know, but I feel like there's a decision here that has to be made, and you've got to tap in order to get the answer that you want, because I feel like there's some, of course you got a choice of two. There's something that needs to be cut out of your life, something that wasn't fair, so that you can get on with your life, get on with a new journey, get on with the Fool, right? The Fool card is like ending, closing completely a cycle and then walking towards something else. You know what I mean? Like a new beginning, a new experience, This is all coming in through your higher self. The Hermit's here, the High Priestess is here. Those are all, and that's all you. Just your soul talking to you. Your soul has the answers that you need. You know what I mean? I feel like what's sad is that not enough people know that. You know, go. We often give our power away, don't we? And I feel like honestly, like there's no place for that here, Aries, especially for you. You are the Emperor. So you cannot give away your power. I mean, I suppose you could, but it would be against your natural state of being, because your natural state of being is the Emperor card. That's the energy, and it's take charge. It's doing new things. But for some reason, you're having some trouble here trying to decide. You're going to have to really release this. And I think what you have to do is say, I'll do whatever you want me to do, higher self. Remember this card? Let's see. Let go of the old and make way for the new. You may find yourself being distracted by random thoughts. Well, fuck yeah. Look at all these swords. Random thoughts. You're thinking about stuff like who fucked you over, when and why, and what it did, how you feel about it. Like you are being distracted by random thoughts with all those cards in the first column. You have fears and doubts. Don't let yourself be governed by them. Simply observe them. Like, so, yep, my human is scared. My human is confused. My human is doing all kinds of stuff, right? But it says don't be governed by them. Simply observe and choose to take the aligned actions and choices. So, when you have this new choice here, I feel like you got to kind of like tap in. If you still don't know the answer, I feel like you need to just surrender it and say like, I'm going to let you do this. I'm just here for the ride. This is about manifesting, you know? Your higher self does know what it wants. And so do you. So I feel like you're manifesting what you want there. Where's my card? Spirit, tell me what Aries is manifesting for themselves here. Okay, so a new vibe. Temperance card, right? This is like being patient, but it's also learning how to transmute energy. And you're doing it. You see over here with all these swords where you just mind fucking yourself half to death? Here you're learning yoga. You're learning it right here. In the Hierophant card, it's like higher. You're reaching for your higher self with that, right? You're like, I don't know what to choose here. I have this offer, but I don't know what is best for me. You're confused. So I see a lot of like tapping in with the Temperance and the Hierophant card, both of them showing yoga, right? So do the breathing. You guys just try it. I mean, there's all kinds of videos about how to manifest, or I mean, to how to tap in. Man. All right. I feel like what you kind of want is a reconciliation, because you have the 3 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen. That's what you want, isn't it? You know who you want. You want someone from the past. It's probably this person. So that's an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you might be hiding this from yourself even, but I can see it. It's saying like you're trying to manifest something here. But like, is it what you want? I don't know. I don't. Because I feel like you got another option here, but I feel like they're a cheater. You know, like they're not somebody who's going to stick around. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn is what I feel like. Coming in, giving you a new opportunity. Like, hey, you want to go somewhere? And so you have a choice of two. And you are talking to your higher self like, what do I do? I'm confused. And Spirit is saying, like, tell the universe exactly what you want. What do you really want? And what I feel like is you want this thing you've been waiting for a really long time, Aries. It is love. It's a reunion. You know this person, Six of Cups. You think about them all the time. I think you find this person beautiful and sure of themselves. They know their value. This person could be a cat person. Never seen that before, but I feel like you could be dealing with someone here that's a cat person. I don't know, but it seems like whatever this is that you're trying to manifest, it's saying like you're losing patience, man. It's taking a long time, but you want this. You want it. Four of Wands, and here it is. King of Swords. I was right. It's the air sign that you want, Aries. Yeah. King and Queen all even together. Love offer, and then there's the Fool. If this person that you're thinking about and like overthinking, it looks like they fucked you over. If that's really what you want to manifest, I feel like you are. You know, if that's what you're telling your higher, like the universe, I want this. We do always have free will. So your higher self is saying like, what do you really want? And you're saying, I want this person that I can't stop thinking about. I think it's either, I just feel like it's an air sign. I do. And so, wow, I don't know. That was kind of a crazy reading. I feel like get out of this place though, if you can, like talk to your higher self and just be like, I'm confused. It's just a bunch of mass confusion there, Aries. Let's see, Sagittarius that'll be my last reading today. I just decided that I can't do all 12 signs. Like it's like it's too much. It's too long. It's too, so I'm just going to do a half and half. I know I'm really kind of like bugging out on you guys. I don't mean to be. I just feel like, I don't know. I'm just trying to do what my higher self wants me to do. And I think right now I feel like I need to just keep working on tapping into my higher self, And this is part of it, but it's not like, I don't think it's everything, There's more. Okay, so move on. All right, Sagittarius, I feel like there's someone that you are crazy about here, and they're not available. It's a waste of time. It's over. Oh my God, what a crazy message. It is time to move on. They're unavailable. Dang it. Could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let me get a message from this deck. Oh, there's two. What areas of your life are you avoiding? Are they causing you upset, worry, disrupted sleep? If so, these are areas you need to focus on. As much as you don't want to, it's necessary. Tackle your demons head on. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer. It's this person. It's somebody that you want that doesn't want you. That sucks, man. I know that feeling. If it's meant to be, it will be. You don't have to force or convince or worry about it. Let it flow. Let it be. Let it come to you. You're attracting everything that you need. Trust the timing in your life. I love that. Yeah, so there's something that you gotta like disconnect from here. Pretty clear. Let me see. I lost you guys. Okay. Okay. There, I'm back. I see the chat now. So, thanks for all the likes, you guys. I appreciate it. So Sagittarius. Let's clarify some of this. So I feel like you're really kind of in the middle of like letting go of some kind of love situation. And I feel like there's something you need to look at head on. So we're going to clarify that alone. But like, first of all, let's clarify this moving on thing because it looks big, like it's taking up. It's like you're worried about it. You've been trying to force it, or you just waiting for it to come back, right? Trust divine timing, you know? There's the High Priestess coming out, the Death card, and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is really about like a transformation that's coming in. I feel like you guys are really overthinking something. So this cycle has to end. You know, the world tree is here. And I feel like, I don't know, I do feel like there is, you know, the Death card is here. There's quite a bit of messages from that. Like, so if someone on the other side is with you all the time, watching you go through this transformation, watching you go through this karmic cycle ending and this. So I feel like you do have someone that you love, that you know, that's on the other side and they're with you all the time. This could be a parent, a grandparent, a child, an ancestor, right? It could be anybody, but I do feel like they're working with you to try and release this. And also, I feel like it's important that you understand your value, like on the planet. You know what I mean? I sometimes don't you feel like kind of insignificant? Have you ever really just thought that? I have. So I don't know if anybody else feels like that, but I see it a lot in the cards. It's like understand your value, and we don't. We don't. And so we don't understand it even on the human level. But the thing is that I think the thing that we don't really know or really believe or really embrace or something is what our soul really is. It's magic. It's God energy. It's creator energy. You know, we are a piece of that. And so I feel like a lot of times in the human form, you know, like we really, you know, we're really stuck in our head, in our thoughts, you know. I feel like it's time for something to close, the cycle to close, the way you feel about yourself. But more than that, it's this love situation. You know, it's something that you want really bad, but it's over and you can't stop thinking about it. And you still keep trying to like call it in or something like that. But I feel like the second that you understand your value, Queen of Pentacles, I do feel like that the cycle can end, that you do have to understand your value, like as a human being, like what you bring to the table, that it's your soul really that needs to be recognized here. I feel like that's the value we don't own. And I feel like there's something big changing here for you. Like there's a major connection coming in, like for you and your higher self, you know, because this cycle has to stop. Whoever you're chasing has got to, it's just, it's over, man. Like you don't, you know. So what is this? What areas of your life are you avoiding? Let's clarify this card because there's a lot on here. What are you avoiding? Are these things causing you upset, worry, disrupted sleep? If so, these are the areas you need to focus on. As much as you don't want to, it's necessary. And here comes the Hermit. So this is all about tapping into your higher self and saying like, okay, I need to see my light, because at the bare minimum of this card, the Holly King or the Hermit card, you know, it's being in such a fucking dark place that we ball up into ourself and we cry and we're quiet and we're alone, we're depressed, we don't know. And like I know that love situations can do this to us. You know what I mean? And no wonder it's all here, right? But the best part about being driven into the hermit is understanding your own light. And that's really what happens in the hermit. So when you're in all balled up and you're crying about what you've lost, you're crying about what you don't have, you're crying about even your own thoughts about you know, because I see it right here. You're like, man, you know, if you're with somebody that just like doesn't love you and you feel like so attached to them, I feel like that is mind fuckery on steroids. And it's hard to come out of it. It's hard to transform from it, but that's what's happening to you, Sagittarius. So I bet you're feeling a lot of stuff, right? This card here is saying tackle your demon's head out on. Don't allow them to rule you for 1 second longer. So here is the Holly King, and the message to that Hermit card, Holly King, is to ask to see your light. That came out yesterday or whenever I did the last reading. Like it came out really hard. It's like you gotta almost say it. You know what I mean? Like, because it looks like you haven't seen it yet. You're blindfolded. I mean, you got the blindfold on. You put it there yourself. You don't really want to see. You don't want to see the truth. You don't want to see the ending. You don't want to see the transformation. And while you have all that on, you also don't see your higher self. You know, you're blind to it. You don't see it. And this Holly King is here, and it's saying like, this is where you go in and you meditate, and you simply say, show me my value, higher self, because I do not feel any value right now. I feel thrown away. I feel like a waste of space, whatever it is that you're feeling, you know, because like I just see it like this is an icky place to be, really icky. Like it's like you feel like you have no value whatsoever. So, and I think it's all due to some sort of lover, right? And like, are you really gonna let someone have control over you like that? You know? No, you're way too powerful for that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I feel like there's a little confusion here, but it's nothing that your higher self can't fix. Yeah, I feel like you don't matter. And I think that that's you're walking away from that energy is what I feel like, because I do feel like your higher self is going to show you your light. You're getting an ace right here, Ace of Wands, which could be have to do with like understanding your power. You know, and what I mean, like your power. Um, Wands are about passion, and they're about magic, and they're about power, and I feel like this is you, you know, and you're feeling like nothing, like I'm nothing, I got no value, you know, and spirit is saying like you got to walk away from that attitude, sister, because that is not how to bring in what you want, you know. So if you're trying to manifest in an energy like that, you're going to bring in more of that Five of Pentacles, you know what I mean? More shit to make you feel shitty. So you got to really close out this cycle. And I really feel like it's got to do with a lover. And I don't know, but I feel like you got to walk away. You know, I really do. Because they're the ones causing you to be confused, you know? Oh, well, I guess we could blame them if we want, but you know, like at the end of the day, who's responsible, right? It's you. It says, tackle your demon's head on. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer. But this is what they're doing to you, you know? And until you decide that you have it in you to walk away, Oh, surrender also. The Queen of Cups is about surrendering the outcome. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I do kind of want this person still. I feel like you do. But I don't know. I just feel like this cycle has got to be, you can stay in the cycle. I'm not going to lie. You can stay in the cycle and choose to stay in the shit. You know, but it's telling me like, I don't think this person is really that good for you. And I think that there's better out there. That's what I feel like. Let's get some advice. Okay, Wheel of Fortune is coming in, as well as something that's going to change your life, some information. This Seven of Pentacles, so, you know, a Seven of Pentacles is sort of like a shady kind of card. It's like shady behavior, right? This specific card, this guy looks like he's giving the side eye, like he's doing something. You know, I don't know what he's doing, but it looks suspicious to me, right? And I think what it's saying is there's an opportunity for change, because the Knight of Swords is about change. And the Wheel of Fortune is about spirit doing it. Like, okay, this is the timing, you know, it's like divine timing. It's time for something to change. And then Seven of Pentacles or Seven of Swords. So this guy is actually hunting, right? He is looking a little shady here, but he's hunting and he's got like some dinner here. He went out, right? There's something here. I feel like it's a skunk and they stink, right? So I do feel like there's some sort of like energy here, like, but it's also about like doing what's best for you. And I feel like it's time for you to do what's best for you. And maybe you don't know what that is. You know what I mean? Or maybe when you go to do the thing that's best for you, you feel like you're doing something wrong. So there's a whole bunch of different scenarios that this could be. And it's some kind of feeling like I have to do this, but it makes you feel sort of bad. You know what I mean? Like maybe you got to really walk away from this person that you're got your heart set on, right? And you feel kind of like, you know, you're betraying their trust or something like that, but you're not. I mean, it's just kind of like divinely time for you to like change something. And I believe it's walking away from whatever, whoever, and whatever makes you feel like you're not enough. And that's the Five of Pentacles energy. She feels like she's not enough. You know, that's just the way it is. That's really what the card is. Look at it. I mean, she's got tattered clothes. She doesn't have very much money. It's freaking cold outside. There's a bunch of like fire and stuff going on up here in the background. Like that's the Stonehenge, it looks like to me. And there's some kind of magic going on up there. She doesn't feel like she can go. She feels like she's not enough. And so I'm feeling, because of this card and the story behind it, I feel like you're holding yourself back by false beliefs. And it's got to do with this lover, this person that makes you feel some type of way. And you're going to have to like own your value and close out this cycle. And even if it feels like you're doing something wrong, you just got to like, I'm not telling you to like listen to me. I'm telling you to tap in and talk to your soul, because your soul does know what to do. One of the things is to like surrender. Like, I surrender the outcome of this. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I've been trying to hold this thing together, but it's tearing me apart inside. It's tearing out my heart. It's fucking with my head. I feel stuck. I feel like I'm powerless. I feel like I'm nothing. And is it doing you any good? No. And so what your higher self, the information you're getting is get out of there. Get out of there. There's something better coming in. Let's see what it is. Hey, Dan. I didn't even know you were here. Okay, High Priest. That's about lessons. Look at you. Okay, so there's some big stuff coming in, information about you, about your soul, about your purpose, about your wish fulfillment, about your magic. Like all them cards are coming out, but the most important one here is this one, the High Priest. So I feel like, this is like a huge jump, like timeline jump. You know what I mean? Huge one. This is your higher self going like, we got to move on. This is over. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. There's a lot of that energy here, Sag. But like, I just feel like it's time for you to move on and close out a cycle that's not serving you because it's stopping you from growing. It's stopping you from learning. You know what I mean? It's closing you down. Like you're not anything that you could be, like, because you're keeping your soul suppressed. You know what I mean? I don't think you really, maybe don't know about it, maybe don't trust it, maybe don't believe me. Maybe you just don't believe me that you have this powerful soul here, but you do. So I feel like there's something that's got to change, and it's whatever it is that's keeping you like nightmaring, you know? So what areas are they? And those are the ones you need to look at. But I really do feel like it's about who you are and what value you are on the planet and in the universe, like in the grand scheme of things, right? So that is what I feel like. That's the messages for you today. I hope that they made sense, and I hope they definitely help someone. And that is where I'm going to stop for now. And thank you guys for being here. Lori, thank you so much for coming. Joni, Dan, love you guys. And thanks for all the likes. I appreciate that too. Makes me feel very good and loved. Should we get one? Let's see if we can get some message here. Just one little handful of Scrabble letters for anybody who's here. Anybody needing a message from Spirit? Let's see what it says. I was trying to figure out where something was this morning, where it might be lost with the Scrabble letters. It said outside twice. Anyway, okay, so I see Lori is here. Lorilory. I also feel like I love you is here. Let's see. Meet. Loves. There's a message here. Something. Love. Somebody loves somebody. Love. I love you. I love you. That's the message here. There's no only one O. So, but there's a U, right? True. I feel like, oh, there is he. True is here. Truly. Yeah, that's here too. So there could be somebody named Truly or Turley, Girly, Dennis, Dismiss, Mitch, Middle, Vision, Meg, Megan, Mission, Missy, Sissy. Something about a dress. I feel like there's a vision of a dress, or somebody's talking about a dress. There could be something here about I-E-Y. There's like an I here. I love your eyes, maybe. MV. I guess I know whose initials those might be. Mike. That would be for Lori. Your name was out here, but it wasn't spelled like you spell it, but I feel like it's still legit. I see Grizz, like Grizzly, or like the Grizz team. I think that might be Missoula or Bozeman. I don't really know. I don't follow, but I also feel like Tiger is here. I feel like Dozen is here. Doze, Resist. Something about resist. What are you resisting? Somebody might be resisting something. I also feel like, let's see what else I can find. Sting. Stinger. Maybe somebody got stung by a bee. Liz. Eve. Trav. Travis Tritt. Maybe somebody liked Travis Tritt. Is that even a name? Travis Tritt. Sign. Sign. Save. Dove. Dime. Dried. Dried leaves. I feel like Lizard is here. Of course, Vision again. I see that. Loud. Singer. Loud singer. Trina. Dave. Dove. You know that song by Prince, When Doves Cry? I feel like I see letters that are telling me that. I also see soul. Divine soul. Oh my God, divine soul. They're telling me we're all divine souls, aren't we? Oh my God. Thank you, Spirit. You're so right. I love that came out. Divine soul. We all have a divine soul. So it's almost like, I guess that's kind of a Z on its side, but I'm going to use it anyway. Divine soul. Trust divine soul. Oh, that's really what it says. Trust your divine soul. Oh, beautiful message, Spirit. Do I even have anyone still here? Trust your divine soul. Gray. 0. Red. Gray. I think yellow is here. That's weird, all the colors, huh? So I don't know what gray would be, but red is your root chakra and yellow is your solar plexus. So I'm wondering, like, all the messages always talk about tapping into your higher self, and it's asking you to trust it. Trust the divine soul, right? And then the colors, red, yellow. I mean, we could even make orange here. So they're definitely, and green, Gree, green. I don't see a B for blue, but blue. The rest of blue is here, right? I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know, they're telling us something. And so when your higher self is trying to like talk to you or get a hold of you, like they really work with those energy centers. So I also I feel like I see Virgo. Virgo. So maybe somebody on the other side who's a Virgo wanting to send a message. And then we have MB again. Lori, it's here again. Well, I guess it still would be, right? I didn't change them. I just grabbed a couple more. I just wondered if there's heed, shed, ahead, side, dish. Gash, rash, hid, hide. Riddle. Could be a last name. Or somebody who, I feel like Reggie could be here. Andy, Amy. Dory. Dory is definitely here. Dory the fish, right? Dory. Grid. Ash. Dash. Dasher. Somebody had DoorDasher. I've done that. Hair. Hair. Red hair. I feel like Sasha is here. Daisy. Diane. Rain. Raider. We got a Raiders fan. DIY, do it yourself. Dish. Delish. Delish dish. I feel like that should be the name of the Grizz was here. Yeah, it was. You know, that could even be him saying, like, that was just me, don't worry about it. I know you're scared of him, but I feel like you're so tapped in. I don't think you have anything to be scared about. Like, I feel like your juju and the bear's juju would, like, I don't know. I know they're scary. I'm the kind of person that would just stand there and go like, hey, how's it going? I'm not. I've never really been afraid of the bears. But like I said to you, I've never really like come across one that was, you know, like something I had to like run from or hide from or be scared of. Like I don't know what that would feel like. Yuck, I don't think I would like it. All right, so that's my reading. I'm super glad that you got a message from Mike. I was hoping he would show up, and I don't know, sometimes I don't know about it, but it seems like Lori, your name always shows up. Like, it's not always spelt like you spell it, but it's still there, you know? So sometimes I wonder, did he know that you spelt your name with an AU instead of an O? I just don't know. I mean, I'm sure he did. But like, it's so weird because sometimes it comes out Lori or Lory. And I'm thinking, like, it still could be you, but like, I would think it would be spelt right. They have followed you since you moved to the farm. The grizzlies. Man, I gotta go out, and I have so much shit to do, you guys. It's one of those days, and I got, you might not know this about me, but like, if I have 10 things to do, I get so overwhelmed, I lay down. Like, I won't do any of it. Like, because I don't know where to begin. You know what I mean? And I really do have a lot of shit to do. Like, our kitchen's still tore apart. And I have, like, I don't even know how many boxes in here. We can't 100% put things back together, but We have put some stuff away, but we're just not it's not done. So it's like all the parts didn't come. It's really been a little frustrating, but like we're doing it in the middle of a retrograde. So what did you think? You know, that's what I keep thinking to myself. Like, what were you thinking, that it was going to just be smooth sailing during, you know, five or six planets being retrograde? You didn't even consider that there might be delays. Anyway, my yard also, like, it's that tree. And it's all cleaned up, like as far as like the tree itself, but like it's the broken things that the tree left behind, which was my berry garden, you know. And I need to go clean. I haven't been out and done any garden work in my yard since that tree fell down. Like, I have not hardly left the house. It seriously feels sort of like when my son died, and I know that's weird, and I know there's probably a reason for it. You know what I mean? Like, the tree just suddenly was uprooted, and it meant a lot to me. And I don't even know how to go outside now. It almost hurts me. Like when the spirit's talking about all the colors, it hurts my solar plexus. Like, it hurts. And so I have all of that I need to do. It's fall. I need to go put my beds to bed. And so I don't know where to start. Should I start with the kitchen stuff? Or should I go outside and just do it because it's going to be nice today and maybe it won't be nice tomorrow? I don't know where to start, and I definitely don't want to just go lay down and not do anything, because that's usually what I do when I have a list of, you know, jobs that are going to take days long. Like, that yard is going to take me all day. So what I sometimes do is, like, maybe I'll take one box upstairs and unload it, and then I'll go outside and I'll work in the garden for not very, I can't do it. I can't stay out there very long. It's really weird. I do not know what's going on with me, but I am struggling. And if you guys love me, please send me some like healing juju, man. I'm struggling and with life. So, Laurie, I know you will. Go outside and put your feet in the dirt. Oh, go outside and put your feet in the dirt. I probably should. So, you know, I went and bought these shoes the other day. I bought this some fucked up thing going on with my foot. It's an old age thing, man. I don't like it at all. It's like I don't know, some fasciitis or something. Like, it's like heel spurs, you know. And I'm having a really hard time walking. And it shoots all the way up my leg. If I'm on my foot too much, like, I can't sleep. Like, I just get like the whole leg all the way to the hip. It's really fucked up. But anyway, I went and bought these shoes, and I bought these special insoles and everything. And I spent like $200 on all that shit. And I wore the shoes home. And then, I mean, I couldn't walk for like a couple of days. So I decided I'm going to just take that shit back and get my money back. You know, obviously, I don't want to go through that again. It took me 2 days to get over wearing the shoes, you know. And anyway, so I go to put all that, you know, it should all be just right there, right? Well, so I bought these special insoles, and they took out the other insoles, and I can't find the original insoles. So the shoes are like $100, and I don't have the fucking insoles, and I don't know what happened to them. And they were all in that bag, and they just disappeared. So the other thing I need to do is I need to clean my room. And I cleaned the area where I had the shoes, you know, like I changed all the sheets and the bedding, and I shook all that out. Like, maybe it was stuck in there and I never did find it. And so now I'm stuck with this fucking $100 pair of shoes that have no insoles, um and then a pair of insoles that don't really work for me, you know. So anyway, I need to find that too. And I looked all day yesterday. I looked all day today, and I can't find them, and I don't know what happened to them. I think the cocoa might have something to do with it. I did ask him about it last night and he looked a little guilty, man. So I don't know. I think I'm stuck with the fucking shoes. I can't take them back without the original insoles. Even though I bought them all right there. I know they're not going to take, I wouldn't take them back either, you know? Anyway, I gotta go. You guys are just sick and tired of listening to me. I love you guys and I'll talk to you later. Have a great day.